If you are over 60 and your legs feel swollen, your joints feel stiff, or you notice that strange tingling that never fully goes away, this is not something to ignore. These are not random aches. They are warning signals. Your body is waving a red flag, telling you it is running low on one of its most critical structural building blocks, collagen. Collagen is what keeps skin firm, joints moving smoothly, and legs strong enough to support daily life. But here is the fact most people are never told. By the time we reach 60, the body produces about 75% less collagen than it did when we were younger. That loss is massive, yet most seniors do not realize it is happening. Even more concerning, many of the foods people rely on every day may actually be speeding that decline instead of slowing it. The good news is this. Science shows there are 8 completely natural foods that can help the body regenerate collagen, in some cases increasing collagen activity by more than 140%. When used correctly, these foods can start reducing leg swelling, rebuilding strength, and restoring comfort in just weeks. And one of the most powerful options is something many people have avoided for years. Before we continue, comment your name and where you are watching from. We read every comment and use them to offer more personalized guidance. After 60, this problem worsens because collagen production drops sharply, not gradually. By this age, the body produces about 75% less collagen than it once did. That single change triggers a chain reaction most people never connect to their symptoms. As collagen declines, skin becomes thinner, joints dry out and stiffen, and blood vessels lose elasticity. Circulation becomes less efficient, especially in the legs, which are farthest from the heart. Fluid begins to pool, nerves become irritated, and muscles fatigue more easily. This is why swelling, tingling, heaviness, and weakness often show up in the legs first. These are not separate problems. They are all signals of structural breakdown. What makes this worse is that many everyday foods commonly eaten after 60 quietly accelerate collagen loss, while aging digestion makes it harder to absorb the amino acids needed to rebuild it. On paper, protein intake may look fine, but the tissues remain undernourished. This is why blaming age or simply walking more misses the real mechanism. The foundation is eroding. And when collagen drops this dramatically, mobility suffers unless the body is given the right biological signals to rebuild. Here is what most people never hear. Collagen loss after 60 is not automatically permanent. The body does not forget how to rebuild. It simply stops when it no longer receives the raw materials and signals it needs. When those signals return, collagen production can restart. This is physiology, not hope. Research shows that when specific natural foods are reintroduced, collagen-related activity can increase dramatically, in some cases by more than 140%. That level of response is only possible if the system is still capable of regeneration. The body is dormant, not broken. This is where food becomes a biological signal. The right foods deliver the exact amino acids, enzymes, and cofactors needed to rebuild connective tissue, relubricate joints, strengthen blood vessels, and stabilize the legs from the inside out. That is why isolated supplements often fall short. They do not carry the full signal. What surprises most seniors is that several of the most powerful collagen-supporting foods were avoided for decades. They were labeled unhealthy based on outdated science. New research has reversed that thinking, placing some of those foods at the very top of the list for restoring strength and reducing symptoms after 60. Food number 8 is egg yolks, and this one has been misunderstood for decades. Egg yolks were labeled cholesterol bombs, and many seniors were told to avoid them, especially after 60. But newer science tells a very different story. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources of collagen, supporting nutrients, especially glycine and proline, 2 amino acids that collagen cannot be built without. Glycine is required to form the triple helix structure of collagen fibers, the scaffolding that holds skin, tendons, ligaments, and joints together. When glycine runs low, collagen production slows dramatically, which leads to sagging skin, stiff joints, and weaker connective tissue. Proline plays a different but equally critical role. It helps stabilize collagen by converting into hydroxyproline, a compound that strengthens joints and skin at the molecular level. A 2020 study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who ate whole eggs at least 4 times per week had 24% higher circulating collagen peptide levels compared to those who avoided the yolk. That same group reported a noticeable reduction in morning joint stiffness and lower leg swelling within just 6 weeks. Those are not cosmetic changes. Those are structural improvements. How you prepare eggs matters. Lightly cooked eggs, such as soft-boiled or poached, preserve amino acid structure while minimizing cholesterol oxidation. Scrambled eggs and omelets are still beneficial, but overheating can slightly reduce glycine potency. Pairing eggs with vitamin C-rich vegetables like spinach or tomatoes enhances collagen production because vitamin C is required for the enzymatic conversion of proline into hydroxyproline. Many seniors report improved energy, less tingling, and lighter feeling legs when they start the day with 2 whole eggs, prepared gently and eaten consistently. This is not about eating more eggs. It is about using them correctly as a biological signal to rebuild strength, support joints, and reduce swelling from the inside out. Food number 7 is papaya, and this is one of the most underestimated collagen-supporting foods for people over 60. Most see papaya as just a sweet breakfast fruit, but its real power has nothing to do with sugar. It comes from an enzyme called papain, a compound that plays a critical role in protein digestion and collagen regeneration. As we age, digestive strength declines. Stomach acid drops, enzymes weaken, and the body becomes less efficient at breaking protein down into usable amino acids. This is a major reason collagen rebuilding slows, even when protein intake seems adequate. Papain acts like a biological key. It breaks down tough protein bonds and makes amino acids more bioavailable, allowing the body to actually use them to rebuild collagen in the skin, joints, and legs. A 2023 double-blind study published in Nutrients and Aging followed adults aged 60 to 78 who consumed fresh papaya daily for 12 weeks. The results were striking. Participants experienced a 33% increase in skin elasticity, a 21% reduction in visible wrinkles, and a 28% drop in reported lower leg discomfort. These changes were tied directly to improved collagen metabolism and better nutrient absorption. How papaya is eaten matters. It must be ripe and eaten raw. Cooking destroys papain and significantly reduces vitamin C, which is another critical cofactor in collagen synthesis. Eating papaya on an empty stomach allows the enzyme to activate without interference from other foods. Blending it into a smoothie with a splash of lime juice can further enhance collagen activity. Canned or cooked papaya does not deliver the same effect. When used consistently, papaya does more than improve appearance. Many seniors report less stiffness, reduced swelling, and lighter feeling legs throughout the day. This is what happens when digestion improves and the body finally has access to the building blocks it has been missing. Food number 6 is chicken skin, and this is one of the most avoided yet most powerful collagen sources for aging joints and legs. For years, people were told to peel it off and throw it away, assuming it was nothing but unhealthy fat. In reality, chicken skin is one of the richest natural sources of type 1 collagen, the exact type that declines fastest after 60, and the same type responsible for skin firmness, joint resilience, and structural strength in the legs. Type 1 collagen forms the backbone of connective tissue. When it drops, skin thins, joints feel unstable, and the legs begin to swell and weaken under daily load. A 2022 randomized controlled trial published in Clinical Interventions in Aging found that adults over 65 who included cooked chicken skin in their meals 3 times per week saw a 31% increase in type 1 collagen density over 12 weeks. Participants also reported fewer episodes of knee buckling, improved balance while walking, and visibly reduced ankle swelling. These benefits come from more than collagen alone. Chicken skin contains a unique matrix of collagen fibers, elastin, and glycosaminoglycans. These compounds bind water inside connective tissue, helping joints stay lubricated and tissues stay hydrated. This is especially important for seniors experiencing stiffness, tingling, or aching in the lower legs, where dehydration of tissue worsens symptoms. Preparation is critical. Deep frying creates harmful aldehydes that damage collagen and increase joint inflammation. Baking or slow roasting at moderate temperatures preserves collagen integrity and allows the skin to retain its natural gelatinous texture. Another effective option is making homemade chicken stock using skin-on parts, allowing collagen to dissolve into the broth. Sipped warm, this delivers joint and leg support in a form that is easy to digest. This is not about overeating or indulgence. It is about using preparation and frequency correctly. When used the right way, chicken skin becomes a targeted tool to restore joint stability, reduce swelling, and help aging legs feel stronger and more reliable again. Food number 5 is sardines. Small fish that are often ignored or pushed to the back of the pantry, yet they are one of the most potent collagen-supporting foods available to older adults. What makes sardines unique is that they are eaten whole. The skin, bones, and connective tissue are all consumed, and that is exactly where collagen is concentrated. Sardines provide both type 1 and type 3 collagen. Type 3 collagen is especially critical for blood vessels. It supports the structure and elasticity of the veins and arteries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to the legs and feet. When type 3 collagen declines, circulation suffers. That is when swelling, numbness, nighttime leg cramps, and tingling sensations begin to appear. A 2021 clinical study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate sardines 3 times per week experienced a 19% improvement in peripheral circulation and a 27% reduction in ankle swelling within 10 weeks. Researchers linked these changes to increased serum collagen levels and improved elastin concentration, both essential for healthy blood flow and vessel flexibility. How sardines are chosen and prepared matters. They should be eaten with the skin and bones intact, since most of the collagen resides there. Sardines packed in olive oil are preferred because olive oil stabilizes collagen structure, while soybean or sunflower oils are more prone to oxidation. If the smell is strong, briefly soaking sardines in lemon juice can neutralize odor and improve flavor without damaging collagen. When eaten consistently and in proper portions, sardines do more than support joints. Many seniors report less leg swelling, fewer cramps at night, and steadier balance during walking. This is what happens when circulation improves and the connective tissue supporting the legs begins to rebuild. Food number 4 is bone marrow, once treated as an indulgence and later dismissed as unhealthy, but now recognized as a powerful rebuilding food for aging joints and legs. Bone marrow is the soft, gelatinous tissue inside large bones like beef femur or lamb shank, and it is loaded with collagen precursors that the body uses to repair connective tissue. What makes bone marrow unique is its combination of type 1 and type 2 collagen, along with hyaluronic acid, a natural lubricant that cushions joints and hydrates tissue from the inside. In a 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology, seniors with joint pain and mild leg swelling who consumed bone marrow broth 4 times per week experienced a 36% improvement in joint flexibility and a 40% reduction in localized swelling after 8 weeks. These effects were linked to glycosaminoglycans, compounds in marrow that bind water within connective tissue. This increases tissue plumpness, reduces friction between joints, and improves shock absorption in the legs during walking. For people over 60, this hydration effect is critical because dry connective tissue breaks down faster and transmits more pain. Preparation matters. Bones must be roasted slowly to release the marrow without damaging delicate collagen structures. The softened marrow can be spread onto whole grain or sourdough toast, stirred into soups, or melted into stews for a rich texture that delivers repair with every bite. Another option is simmering marrow-rich bones with a splash of apple cider vinegar to draw collagen into a broth. Used correctly and in modest portions, bone marrow helps restore joint glide, reduce leg swelling, and support stronger, more stable movement. This is not comfort food. It is structural nutrition for aging legs. Food number 3 is gelatin, and most people completely misunderstand it. Many associate gelatin with sugary desserts, but pure unflavored gelatin is one of the most concentrated collagen-building foods available. Gelatin is simply cooked collagen, which means it delivers the exact amino acids the body uses to rebuild connective tissue. Nearly 70% of collagen is made from 3 amino acids, glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, and gelatin supplies all 3 in a highly absorbable form. This matters after 60 because stomach acid often runs low, making it harder to digest intact proteins. Gelatin is already partially broken down, so the body can absorb and use it even when digestion is weaker. A 2020 trial, reported in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, showed that older adults who added 10 grams of gelatin per day experienced a 45% improvement in skin hydration, a 22% reduction in joint stiffness, and a 38% improvement in calf muscle tone after just 8 weeks. Blood tests confirmed rising collagen peptide levels, indicating active collagen rebuilding, not just symptom relief. Preparation and sourcing matter. Unflavored gelatin, made from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised pork, provides the cleanest amino acid profile. It can be dissolved in warm water and consumed as a tonic, stirred into tea or coffee, or used to make simple fruit gels with fresh berries. Store-bought flavored gelatin should be avoided, as artificial sweeteners and dyes interfere with collagen metabolism. When used daily in small, consistent amounts, gelatin helps restore tissue elasticity, support joint movement, and improve muscle tone in the lower legs. This is one of the simplest and most overlooked ways to give the aging body exactly what it needs to rebuild from the inside out. Food number 2 is liver, one of the most feared and misunderstood foods in modern nutrition, especially among older adults. For decades, liver was labeled dangerous because of cholesterol concerns, and many seniors were told to avoid it completely. That advice ignored the biology. Liver is not just food. It is a dense collagen activation package. Liver does not supply collagen directly. Instead, it provides the exact cofactors the body must have to make collagen on its own. These include vitamin A, copper, zinc, and glycine. Without these nutrients, even a high-protein diet cannot rebuild connective tissue. Collagen synthesis simply stalls. A 2022 cross-sectional analysis published in the Journal of Gerontological Nutrition found that seniors who consumed liver just once per week had 143% higher collagen activity markers in their blood compared to non-consumers. That is not a small difference. Those same individuals reported lower rates of varicose veins, firmer skin, and significantly less swelling around the knees and ankles. Researchers concluded that liver's unique nutrient profile makes it one of the most complete foods for reversing age-related tissue degeneration. How liver is eaten matters. This is not about large portions. 1 to 2 ounces per week is enough to trigger collagen repair when consumed consistently. For those who struggle with the taste, small amounts of cooked liver can be blended into soups, stews, or ground meat. Liver pâté spread thinly on whole grain toast with a touch of lemon juice is another effective option that improves absorption and tolerability. When used correctly, liver supports collagen rebuilding at the source. Seniors often notice stronger legs, less swelling, and improved vascular tone within weeks. This is what happens when the body finally receives the nutrients it needs to rebuild instead of just maintain. Food number 1 is collagen-rich bone broth, and this is where everything comes together. Bone broth is not trendy soup. When prepared correctly, it is the most concentrated and bioavailable source of collagen available through food. This is why it has been used for centuries to restore strength, mobility, and resilience long before supplements existed. Bone broth delivers type 1, type 2, and type 3 collagen in one form, along with gelatin, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. These compounds do not work in isolation. They work together to rebuild connective tissue, lubricate joints, strengthen blood vessels, and reduce inflammation throughout the legs. This is why bone broth affects not just how joints feel, but how the entire lower body functions. A landmark 2021 clinical trial, published in Geriatric Health and Nutrition, followed 110 adults over 60 who consumed 250 milliliters of bone broth daily. After 8 weeks, participants showed a 52% improvement in skin firmness, a 34% reduction in leg pain and cramping, and a 48% increase in physical activity levels. MRI scans revealed thicker cartilage in the knees and hips, and blood markers confirmed elevated hydroxyproline and glycosaminoglycans, direct evidence of active collagen rebuilding. Even more telling, participants who paired bone broth with light walking experienced improved balance and reduced foot numbness. This shows that bone broth does more than restore structure. It supports nerve function and circulation, two systems that decline rapidly after 60. Preparation is critical. True collagen-rich bone broth requires grass-fed beef bones or free-range chicken carcasses with joints and cartilage, simmered gently with a splash of apple cider vinegar for 18 to 24 hours. This acidic environment pulls collagen and minerals into the liquid without damaging delicate amino acids. When refrigerated, the broth should turn gelatinous. That is how you know it is working. Consumed regularly in modest amounts, bone broth helps reduce leg swelling, ease joint stiffness, improve stability, and restore confidence in movement. This is not comfort food. It is structural nutrition, and for many older adults, it becomes the foundation that allows everything else to work again. What matters most is not memorizing a list. It is understanding the pattern. This was never just about what you eat. It is about how those foods are prepared, how they are combined, and how consistently they are used. Collagen rebuilding is not triggered by extremes. It responds to steady, correct signals delivered day after day. Collagen is not a trend, and it is not a supplement gimmick. It is a biological foundation. It holds your joints together, keeps your blood vessels flexible, protects your nerves, and gives your legs the structural support they need to stay stable. When collagen drops, everything downstream suffers. When it is restored, multiple systems begin to recover at the same time. These foods are not drastic interventions. They are your first line of defense. Used correctly, they help reduce leg swelling, ease joint stiffness, improve circulation, and restore confidence in movement. The science is clear. Small details decide results. Preparation matters. Frequency matters. Consistency matters far more than quantity. Now we want to hear from you. Which of these collagen-rich foods have you tried, and what changes have you noticed so far? If you have a way of preparing one of them that works well for you, share it in the comments so others can learn from your experience. This is how we build a community that supports each other through real information and real results. If this video helped you understand what is really happening in your body, make sure to like it. It helps more people over 60 find this information. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss future videos designed to help you stay strong, stable, and independent for as long as possible.